By looking at the title of this video, you might be thinking to yourself, what's going on with the Boeing 737 MAX groundings? Will they ever come back? Why is it taking so long? How would Boeing compensate for the losses of billions of dollars? Has Boeing added in any more safety improvements yet? Well, I'd be happy to update you on that right now. Watch the video to find out. What's up, frequent flyers and aviation geeks and everyone else watching this video? Today I'm doing another episode of aviation news. I am going to update you on the 737 MAX groundings. Let's get started. In March 2019, aviation authorities worldwide grounded the Boeing 737 MAX passenger airliner after 346 people died in two airplane crashes. Lion Air Flight 610 on October 29, 2018, and Ethiopian Airlines Flight 302 on March 10, 2019. In November 2018, Boeing and the US FAA emphasized to airlines that pilots could use an existing recovery procedure if the airplane experienced an unattended nosedive. Investigators suspected the cause was a new flight control law on the MAX, the Maneuvering Characteristics Augmentation System, which Boeing has not described in crew manuals or training. In December 2018, the FAA predicted more accidents if the MCAS was not revised, but kept its findings private and believed the advisories to airlines were sufficient until Boeing developed a permitted solution. Ever since this grounding, airlines have taken time to cancel and switch planes to the regular 737s operating now. On January 2020, Boeing announced that it's now estimating its troubled 737 MAX aircraft won't fly again until at least mid-2020. A delay from the earlier January 2020 timeframe. The newly announced delay means that the 737 MAX will have been grounded for at least a year, regardless of when it returns to flight. The FAA is also waiting to conduct a crucial certification flight that would help unground the plane, while pilot training requirements and manuals are still pending review as well, which will ensure safe flying.
I get misty just holding your hand.
Boeing, due to the loss of its 737 MAX airliner, cost them nearly $19 billion and slunk to its first annual loss in more than 2 decades. The US manufacturing giant lost $1 billion in the fourth quarter as revenue plunged 37% after the worldwide grounding of the 737 MAX. In the United States, both American Airlines and Southwest Airlines have extended their cancellation of flights on the Boeing 737 MAX plane through March 2020, according to Reuters. American previously canceled 140 flights a day scheduled on the 737 MAX plane through January 15, 2020, but has since extended the grounding of the Boeing planes until March 5th. Southwest Airlines said their 737 MAX fleet would return to service on March 6th, but that didn't happen. The grounding has already cost Boeing more than $9 billion, and the consequences are already starting to spread. with at least one major supplier announcing layoffs. Several airlines dependent on the MAX have already said they were not counting on the plane until the summer. Boeing says it will make 2 new software updates to its 737 MAX flight control computer. The aircraft manufacturer said the updates were not related to the systems that faulted into the 2 fatal crashes that saw the plane grounded a little over a year ago. The company said that one issue involves hypothetical faults in the flight control computer microprocessor, which could potentially lead to a loss of control known as a runway stabilizer. A safety system on the MAX caused the jet to dive automatically in both accidents, but the problems aren't related, Boeing said, according to Bloomberg. The other issue could potentially lead to disengagement of the autopilot feature during final approach. Boeing said the software updates will address both issues. Software on the Boeing 737 MAX 7, 8, and 9 will undergo a big redesign. Hopefully this nice plane comes back to survive. In my opinion, I don't think the Boeing 737 MAX is being ungrounded anytime soon. Getting the 737 MAX back in the air remains a priority, but Boeing is not in control of the situation. The plane can only fly again once regulators in the US and elsewhere are satisfied that it is safe. And the FAA, burned by the criticism it has faced over its relationship with Boeing, is re-examining the aircraft's design in minute detail. And that's pretty much all I have for you guys. Hopefully I answered your questions. Once again, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment, and make sure to stay safe as well. Thank you.